All right, DJ Line, we are live right now. We're just going to quickly click over to Facebook and we're going to hit public so everyone in YouTube land can hear and see us, but Facebook has no idea what's going on, which is always quite interesting when we play this back because we got half of an audience and not half of an audience. So bear with me real quick and we will let the people know what is going on. All right. There we go. All right, everybody, we are live. I am here with DJ Lion. He jumped in on the live stream tonight, thank goodness, because with a good cancellation, just like as it goes when you were young, you're up. So, DJ Lion, what is happening in your world? What do you have going on? And more importantly, how was school today?
Good.
Good. What'd you get up to? You're all finished for the weekend, or you got one more day before that happens?
I'm pretty sure I have one more day.
Yeah. Some kids had pro D days out here in Alberta, so I wasn't sure what that was looking like for you. Very cool. So, congratulations on joining Decimate Metal Fest. How are you feeling about that?
Good.
Are you excited to come over to Alberta? Have you been on a plane before?
No. Well, I mean, I couldn't remember.
Were you just little?
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me, DJ Lion, what does music mean to you?
A lot.
A lot? How did you get involved with music?
Well, we went to Pachina Bay, and then we met Aspen King, and then I got into DJing because my mom's friend gave me a controller.
Oh, that's exciting. Pachina's, that's a big festival. You got a pretty cool mom to be able to take you around to things like that. It's pretty awesome, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was your first festival? Or the first one that you got to like hit the tables?
But like that was my first festival that I've actually gotten to go around alone with Jake.
Oh, interesting. So since that festival, have you played any other? Have you actually had the opportunity to play festivals yourself?
Yeah, I've had Quadripalooza, and then I played at a Vancouver market.
Oh, that's really exciting. Yeah, I seen your name up on a couple of posters last summer. I was really, really impressed. It's actually one of the reasons why we chose you for the PINECASE bursary back in September. Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Did you understand what that meant to be part of that process, or was that all kind of just like new to you?
That was just kind of new.
It was kind of new, yeah. So the PINECASE bursary, for those who don't know, it was an initiative that started in honor of some of our friends, specifically a friend of mine who has now passed, but he was actually a break dancer and very fluid with music and took a lot of time out of his day to learn kids how to break dance and things like that. And so we wanted to find a way to give back in honor of his name. So we found this really awesome DJ who is young and doing his thing, which is you, and offered up the bursary in hopes that you would then continue on with whatever was happening in your musical life. What have you been doing since that? Like, what have you been doing musically since last summer?
Well, mostly every time I got back from school, I'd DJ, and then after a while, I started going to my friend's house, and then after that, I'd start DJing, and then, yeah.
Well, that's really cool. So do you spend a lot of time DJing, like when you're at home after school, or is it something that like you kind of have to have like a feel for that day?
Well, I mean, I kind of do it, like, not much, but I still kind of do it.
That's cool.
Like, I practice and stuff.
You do practice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I seen your set that you went and did. Your mom, I think it was actually live streamed onto Facebook a little while back. Does it feel good when you get an opportunity to just like do your thing, or do you feel like it is easier to do when you kind of know what's happening? So, for example, do you like to play music when you have full control over all of the music, or do you like it when it's a little bit like organized, like say when your mom kind of has some things organized for you?
I kind of like it when I do it, but I mean, it does feel kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music's pretty awesome, hey? Yeah. I like music. Music always makes me feel better when I'm feeling sad. And then it's always there when you're happy, and it's there when you get to celebrate, and it's there when, yeah, it's just always there. It's like do you notice it when it's not there?
Not really. In restaurants, they have it.
Yeah, that's true. They do have it in restaurants. You know what? When I traveled to Jamaica, they had music playing outside of restaurants. It was crazy. They had
Wow.
music. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like outside in the street. It was at the beach. It was unusual not to hear music. Not like in Canada where when you play music, people are like, turn that down. That's noisy. It's really crazy. Do you find that your mom's telling you to turn your music down, or are you telling her to turn her music up?
She always tells me to turn mine up.
It's a pretty awesome mom you have. That must mean that you're playing some pretty good music then. Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to do?
Mostly DJ and play with my brother and go to my friend's house.
That sounds pretty awesome. Do you take advantage of living so close to the beach?
Yeah, we also sometimes go to the beach. Like yesterday, we went down to
Mm-hmm.
the beach and we found like this big blue crate.
What? What was that doing down there?
I have no idea. And there was like white foam down the beach.
Like in the water?
Yeah.
I always wondered what that is. Like it kind of looks like bath bubbles, or like, is that what you're talking about?
It's like this big piece of foam. Like
That's so
piece of foam. Styrofoam. There it is.
I wonder if it's maybe from like the fishermen or something from like packing fish.
Maybe because sometimes like they can put the fish on it and then like cut it.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Did you know that you live in the salmon capital of the world?
I kind of knew that.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish stuff that happens around that place, that's for sure. Well, that's really exciting. So, do you feel like you're prepared for Decimate Metal Fest?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Have you been working on your set?
Yep.
That's good. Can you give us like a little tidbit of what we might to expect, or are you keeping that all a secret?
Secret.
You're going to keep that a secret, so it's going to be a surprise to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Interesting. So, I mean, you're pretty young. You just celebrated your birthday. So when we did all of this stuff, when we started this project, when all of this craziness happened, you were only 9 years old. Now that you're 10, do you feel like you're more equipped to kind of go on stage, or do you think that it's no big deal then and it's no big deal now?
Well, I've been DJing for almost 3 years, so I am pretty confident.
Yeah. 3 years is a long time. Very long time. Especially like when you think about that, that's like a third of your life, really.
It's like
Do you,
getting $3 richer.
well, it's interesting because with music comes a wealth of knowledge, and a lot of people don't understand that it's really important, especially for somebody as youthful as yourself, to be involved with music at that age. You have nothing but education ahead of you. Music is a great tool to have in your back pocket, to have when things are good and when things are bad or whatever. So I think you're well on your way to having a pretty interesting life. Do you think music is something you're going to continue on into your adulthood?
Obviously.
You're like, Felicia, what are you talking about? Obviously, you heard it here first. DJ Lion, always and always will this be a thing. That's, I mean, obviously, once it's in your blood, what else are you going to do, right?
I don't really know.
Do you think you'll stick specifically with DJing, or are you going to branch off and maybe own like a music studio or something?
Well, I mean, I could DJ and have a side job, but it would be kind of overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's the thing is like when when I was younger, it wasn't really even an option. In order to do music full time, you had to be kind of born famous. Like it's not like it is nowadays where you have the option of social media. Do you think that social media helps you kind of get your music out there, or do you like festivals more?
I really like both, actually.
Interesting. So what do you like about the social media aspect?
Well, how I kind of got famous at the start was being on YouTube, and then I started doing Quadripalooza, and then I got bigger.
Very cool. So you kind of contribute some of your success then to like social media.
Yeah, also festivals though too.
And also festivals too. Yeah, that's true. That's cool. Yeah, I think there was actually some people requesting that you like come on and do a live stream and do some of your music one of these days. Would you be interested in doing something like that?
Sure.
Yeah, you do DJ for us once in a while?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be pretty cool. I think it's important that when you're getting ready to do like festivals and things, like just like you said, to keep it kind of under wraps so that way people can kind of anticipate what's happening. But it would definitely be neat to be able to showcase some of your like your road to maybe Decimate Metal Fest. I mean, it's coming up quick. We only got a month left, but maybe along the way we can have you on here and let the people know what you're doing on your way here. Tiana says, what a cool dude. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive. It sounds like you've also been doing some producing, DJ Lion. What does that look like?
Well, it's pretty easy, but also pretty hard. But I mean, it's been pretty both.
Oh, okay. So what makes it easy?
Well, like just finding this music and like putting it onto the USB and waiting.
Waiting for it? Like, does it have to transfer over? Or do you mean like waiting for it like to like actually find all the pieces of it?
Well, I still have to find like a bunch of music and a whole bunch of Jake. Jake. Okay, actually Jake. No. Jake.
That's the thing with having a little brother, hey?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi, Jake. We're just in the middle of interviewing your big brother. He's doing some pretty cool stuff out here.
Bye.
Hi. So that's what makes, so those are the things that happen when you're producing. So once you get the music, then what do you do with it?
Well, I kind of practice and then I wait for the festival to come and then I play at the festival.
Okay. So is it very common for you to have like one or two different sets, or do you just kind of like practice one kind of set of music? I don't know much about DJing, so I learn everything I know basically from what I see you do. And so when you do what you do you like to have like one or two different sets, or do you like one set so you know exactly what's happening and you just practice that?
Well, sometimes like once I get one set done, I practice that one set, and once I practice it, once I'm done, I make another set for the next festival that I'm doing.
Oh, so you don't ever play the same set?
Well, I have one set for one festival, and then I have one for another festival.
Oh, okay, interesting. So if I come and see you at different locations, I'm going to get a different experience.
Basically.
Oh, that's great. Very interesting. So what are things outside of music that you do that keeps you like, okay, so we got going to the beach, hanging out with our friends, doing music. Is school something that you're interested in, or would you rather just be DJing all the time?
DJing all the time.
Yeah, I know a lot of musicians and DJs that would probably say the same thing. What is something about yourself, DJ Ryan, that you think everybody should know?
That like music is my heart, and I like listening to music like very much.
Yeah, that's so important. And I think that I can speak for a lot of adults when I say that it's really impressive to have somebody at your age that's so passionate about music, that is confident enough to go up on the stage and do your thing. And that there's a lot of people, you know, even grandma and grandpa ages that would not have the courage and bravery to do that. So it's really exciting to watch you do this and do what you do with such tenacity. Do you know what tenacity means?
No.
You know, what I'm trying to say is I think that I speak for a lot of adults when I say that it takes a lot of courage to even just sit on here and talk and to go on stage and do your thing and to, you know, to go and do all of these exciting things. And it doesn't seem to even bother you. You're like, I was made for this. This is what's happening. And so it's very, very impressive from where I'm sitting. Very impressive.
I was like born listening to music.
You were born listening to music? That's awesome. I haven't heard anything greater than that all day. So, do you think that it's going, so we know it's going to carry on into your future and you're going to stick with DJing. Is producing something you're going to stick with as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you thought about maybe creating a space where it's like geared towards kids your age, like maybe like DJ Lions, like I don't want to call it a dance party, but like a space where you can show other people that are your age that this is possible? Or is this something that you want to just keep to yourself so that way you're the only person doing it?
Well, I mean, it would be pretty cool seeing other people doing it too. I recently just got a controller at my dad's, so I can also practice there.
Oh, that's really cool. So are any of your friends interested in music?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. That's cool. So do you have any friends that play any instruments or anything?
My friend Braxton, he plays piano.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Takes a lot of skill to play piano. Do you play any instruments other than rocking the turntables?
I'm learning how to play piano, but I do know a couple of songs and bass and guitar, and I'm working on drums.
Oh my! What? Wow, you're not messing around with all of this stuff, hey? That's incredible.
Also ukulele.
And the ukulele? You're going to be your own band. Like, you're just going to be able to lay your tracks over top of each other. You'll be like a 6-piece band and it'll all just be you.
I need a looping pedal.
You need a looping pedal? Yes, you do. Well, I think that I can definitely put it on the list of things to look out for you in the future. Like, I don't think that'll be a problem at all. That's pretty awesome. So other than Decimate Metal Fest, which we just seen the announcement for the other day, do you have any festivals that are kind of on the back burner or the forefront of your mind that you really want to play this summer?
Well, I'm really excited for Blackberry Jam.
The infamous Blackberry Jam. Yes, yeah. I've heard about this. So what is it about Blackberry Jam that interests you so much?
Well, I'm not DJing there, but I really want to. But
yeah.
It's on Denman Island. So.
It's where, sorry?
On Denman Island.
Denman Island. Well, you know what? And I think that your mom can probably vouch for this. If you don't say it out loud and you don't put it out to the universe, then it won't happen. So the more you talk about it and the more that you practice, the better chance you have of definitely going to Blackberry Jam. There's some pretty big names on that roster this year, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really crazy. So who's one of your favorite DJs? Is somebody like, is there someone specific that makes you interested in Blackberry Jam, or is it the festival itself that you want to be a part of?
Well, we have this lady named Aspen, and she used to be our nanny, and she's the one that got me into DJing.
Mhm.
And she DJ'd at Blackberry Jam.
She is going to be there.
And she's going to be there this year.
I think that Aspen is actually on my calendar of beautiful humans to do a podcast with. So I think that you can probably not rub it in her face, but you can at least say, "Na na na poo poo, you did it first." You beat her to it, because she sounds like a pretty interesting lady that does a lot of really cool stuff.
She is pretty cool.
She is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm pretty excited to talk to her as well. I think it'll be really neat. So Miss Aspen then got you interested into DJing, and she's kind of your inspiration for Blackberry Jam, hey?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. What is there any other DJs that you can kind of like let the people know about that you follow or that you listen to or that you're interested in?
Acid Santa, Neon Steve, and DJ Allgood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice list of people right there. Very cool. DJ Allgood, actually, he's also on the list of people to talk to. I interviewed him a little while back, and what a great person he is. He does a lot of really neat stuff. And when I chatted with him, he actually shared a picture of you when you were very small. Do you know what picture I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That picture caused quite a stir in social media land because people were so impressed that such a small little person was so interested in such a big talent. So we're really excited to have you on here and to let the people know that you were that really sweet kid in that picture.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since that picture was taken, hey?
Yeah, I was like 2, 3.
Yeah, you were like 2. And now you got 3 years under your belt DJing. You did festivals last year. You got festivals coming up this year. I mean, it's kind of a thing now. And Neon Steve, he's another one. He's a huge inspiration. That's another person that comes from a small community, much like yourself, and, you know, didn't hesitate to follow his dreams. And now look at, he's doing really great things out there in the music world and is such a talent. So I definitely agree with you on the Neon Steve thing for sure. I think he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a comment up here and it says, way awesome. He's leading the way for younger generations. How do you feel about that?
Pretty cool. Pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. From a personal level, I can say that I think it is extremely impressive that not only are you following what you want to do, that you've also found a way to let go of maybe some of the negative things in life and put your energy into music. And when I say negative things, I mean the mental health aspect, because that's also part of this process, isn't it? And it doesn't really matter what we have going on in our day, whether it's good or bad. We always need to check in on ourselves. And I think that you're a really great example of what can come out of finding the right tools. So some people, right, if they want to plant flowers, they need a shovel. And if they want to drive trucks, they need a key. And for you, you needed turntables. And so it's very, very exciting to see where you have come from and where you are headed.
Yeah.
It's pretty special, eh?
Very special to me and my mom too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's very special to all of us as well. We're all very proud of you and we're very happy to have you as part of our team, especially over here at PINECASE. I can't think of a better person to be part of our crew. I know that you said something a little while back that caught me in my heart and made me feel really nice. And you said that you were like proud to be a pine needle. And I thought it was really interesting because I think you're the perfect example of what we meant when we say that, when we talk about like hashtag pine needles and what that means. And it's basically somebody who's just awesome and somebody that's going to make a difference. And I think that you do that without even trying. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty awesome. So what else do we need to cover, DJ Lion? What else have we got going on before we sign off on this, hon? Anything you want the people to know? Anything we need to talk about? Anything in your world that you want to sign off on?
No, not really.
You're good to go. You want to wrap this up?
Sure.
All right. So stay with me while we do this, okay? Because you're not going to hear this. This isn't going to be the last time. It's not going to be the first time. And before you know it, you'll be sitting on this side doing it just fine. So June 7th and 8th, we have Decimate Metal Fest in Millet, Alberta. It is 2-day, all encumbersome. We have metal music. We have drag queens. We have family events, we have kid events, we have things going on that are super exciting. We are respecting the land, we are respecting the community, we are respecting the idea of music in a whole. And when I say that it is not a joke, it is not a joke. DJ Lion is ready to hit the stage Saturday morning. He's going to be gracing us with his presence, probably in the time where the room is packed the fullest, so that's not a bad gig. So you can find him there. Day passes are now officially on sale. They have been since May 1st. You're also welcome to grab your tickets for the whole weekend. It's totally up to you. But when I say you do not want to miss what is happening in Millet on those days, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And if the whole weekend's not a thing, Saturday definitely should. You guys budget for it. We can work that out on the back end. Grab your credit cards, pull the money out of the freezers, dig up the old shoebox, whatever you need to do, because it is definitely a can't miss situation. DJ Lion, thank you so much, darling, for joining me this evening. It's absolutely my pleasure. You go and have a good night. Hug your mom. Be good to your brother. Have a good day at school tomorrow. And we'll chat soon.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Casey from PINECASE. Till next time, stay safe.